Peter, welcome to FATV. You and the lads just been watching the football, I hear, the Holland-Denmark match. What do you make of that?
Yeah, a bit of a disappointing first half to watch, but I thought Holland got some talented players and looked very sharp second half and probably deserved the win. But yeah, I think Holland will come together and be dangerous.
Let's talk about the match the other day against USA. What are your thoughts now, a couple of days later?
Obviously, we're disappointed not to have won the game. I thought we're certainly going a goal up. We'd go and win the game, but it's not to be. And I think certainly with a lot of the games, I think the first games haven't quite lived up, and it's always the way a lot of the time with the first games. And hopefully we'll go on and do a lot better. Obviously it was a disappointing mistake in the end, and that cost us. But I'm sure we're all looking forward. We haven't lost the game like a lot of people have made out. We're all going into the next game full of confidence and hopefully do a bit better.
How is Rob Green after that incident?
He seems okay. Yeah, obviously you're obviously going to be down. I think straight after the game he was very disappointed. It's just one of those things. I think that happens to players, and obviously with goalkeepers, one mistake is so costly, especially at a World Cup.
Yeah, you make a mistake, no one cares, do they?
Exactly.
It's
he plays
chance,
on over the bar from a yard. You've got another chance to put it right.
Yeah.
So, but with goalkeepers, you do feel for them. One mistake and it proves so costly. And but Rob Green's he's a good character to have around the place, and he's a fantastic goalkeeper, and he'll bounce back from that, no worries.
Well, we all thought, and back home everyone thinks it's so great he came out in the press straight afterwards and said, look, it's my fault, I'm sorry, and I've made a mistake, but I want to get on with it. How was he at half time? Was he apologetic?
Yeah, obviously apologise to the lads, but he's like you say, he's a big character, and I think to come out, I think a lot of people would have come out and cowered and maybe sneak through the mix zone a little bit, with their head down. But he's come out, he's faced it all, and hopefully that shows that he's a big enough character to take it on the chin and move on and and perform in the next few games.
And how was Fabio at the end of the match? How did he feel the performance went?
I think he knows that we can do better. I think I think he certainly saw things in that game that were encouraging, and I think he's taken the encouraging things and told us that we can still believe there's things we can take from that match and take on into the next game, and obviously we can improve. We know that, but there are some encouraging signs as well.
From a player's point of view, is it hard though? You're 1-0 up. I mean, it's a dream start, isn't it? Stevie G goal. 1-0 up, and then the mistake happens. We all know, it's not Rob Green's fault. It was his fault, but it's not. It's a mistake. Is it then hard to, you're trying to win the match all over again?
Yeah. I mean, it was a huge blow, obviously conceding the goal. But when we go a goal up, I thought we had the possession, and maybe we had a few chances where we get the second goal. That completely kills the game. So obviously it was an individual error, but we still had chances to win the game and go on and win it comfortably. So it's not all one person's fault. It was still other we still could have closed out the game earlier. But that's not all doom and gloom. We've got 2 more games to come and make sure we get it right and get through.
Exactly right. You managed to get on. So that must be great to actually get on the pitch in the World Cup now and get yourself going.
Yeah, it's obviously nice to play a part. Everyone wants to start games and playing World Cups, but I was pleased to get on the pitch at least, and hopefully have a bigger part to play in the rest of the tournament.
The press have been obsessed with this 2-hour thing. I don't know if you've heard about it. Jamie was doing the press conference earlier, and every question is, you only found out 2 hours before the match whether you're playing or not. Is that really an issue?
I don't think so. I think I heard Jamie talking before. Certainly at Liverpool, I remember that Benitez there obviously picked the team. Just before we got on the coach, it was the same, and I was there 3.5 years, and that's what we did every day. And we always seem to perform well. But yeah, like Jamie said, I think you could have guessed pretty much most of the team from training and what have you. So I don't think it's anything that affects us too much. Some people might like to know, well in advance if they're playing, and others don't seem to mind. I'm in the latter one.
Does Fabio then work out different ways in training then? So sometimes you're with Rooney, sometimes Heskey's with Rooney. Do you do the different combinations all the time?
Yeah, because I think you know each individual player knows their job if they're coming into the team. You know, so I think you can pick anyone and you'll know what role you have to play in the team. If you're a winger, it'll be the same as as the other person in your position. It's the same with me. Obviously, I look at. If Heskey is playing, then I know that I'm probably going to come on for him, whereas Jermaine might come on for Rooney, and that's you look at the individual jobs and you look at your markers and things like that, and you know that you know what job you got to do when you enter the field.
As a striker coming on in that match, you gutted you just didn't get that chance where you could have slotted it home.
Yeah, well, obviously, that's what you want. Obviously, when the side we've got for England, in all the friendlies, all the qualifiers, we create a lot of chances, and it's great to play in a side like that. Really, creating chances, and I just didn't get one, but obviously there's a lot more time left in the tournament.
How's Ledley? Is he doing all right?
Yeah, he seems okay. I mean, I don't know the extent of the injury. I think waiting to assess him still, but it'd be a blow if Ledley's out. We've got good replacements, but Ledley's a big player for us, and hopefully he can recover as quickly as possible.
Is it hard for you as players seeing these guys like Rio get injured and Ledley get injured? Is it hard mentally maybe watching the players go down like that?
It's difficult. Obviously when Rio being our captain, and and the way it happened was a freak accident really, and losing him was a blow. But I think we're all we can all cope with injuries. I think we've got a reason we've got 23 players.
That's why you have a squad.
Exactly. It's the whole 23 players can't play on a pitch at one time. That's why we've got the squad here, and we've got good enough players to fill the gap.